come in, welcome again to today's chill out bout of roller derby and for the game between the Gold Diggers and the Libertines. We'll be starting in about 5 minutes. The DJs for today and the MCs are myself, Polly Tickle.
And myself, Yogi Bear.
And every roller derby game cannot happen without the help of all of our officials, both on skates and off skates. So a big thank you and round of applause for today's refs and all the off skates officials.
Teams playing today have been made up by the Ballarat Roller Derby League with special guests from Northside Rollers and Bendigo Roller Derby League. Also the Daylesford Roller Derby League helping along. This is the first bout officially played in Victoria that is all co-ed. Guys and girls.
Yeah, it's a unique opportunity to see guys and girls skating next to each other in a roller derby game. So thank you again, take your seats. Remember to stay behind the suicide line if you are sitting up front. And the first team that we are introducing today is the Libertines. Big round of applause. And on the bench, we have Peggy O'Neill and Tara Sinclair. And the skaters we have are Hate Mail, number 73. Rick Amortis, number 26. Apocalypse Nerd, number 42. Spanish Tapas, 1967. Rumbling Rogue, number 99. Chicken Dog, number 19. Your Mum, number 3. Invader Zoom, 00. Devious Dunny, number 37, Sugar Pants, number 7, and Son of Skating, 505.
And their opposition tonight will be the Gold Diggers with bench coach Lipstruder and bench manager Lauren Swaggerman. We come out one at a time, starting with Miss Hellfire, number 666. Vanilla Slicer, number 8. Mabel Stark, 1929. Warwick Snapper, number 39. Sir Trouser Cuffs, 1100. Jill B. Stings, number 14. Bonnie Crash, 238. Rangry, number 7. Tina Sparkle, number 86. Roger Ramjet, number 20. Agent of Death, 308. Crash Kilmore, 123. And Bear Zombie, number 13.
Okay, for those of you who are new to joining us tonight, who are new to roller derby, here's a demonstration of what it's all about. So can you please get on the tracks for the demonstration? Okay, it can be confusing to pick out players from the fast-moving pack, so here's who they are. Pivots raise their hands. They're the ones with the stripes on their helmets. Blockers raise their hands. They're everyone else in the pack. Jammers raise their hands, and they're the stars, and they are the point scorers for the game. And they're lightning fast skaters who speed through the pack. Okay, the jam. Each period is split up into jams, which can last up to 2 minutes. Only 5 players from each team may be on the track at a time. After lining up on the track, 1 pivot and 3 blockers from each team take off in a pack at the head of the ref's single whistle. A jammer from each team lines up 33 feet behind the pivots and blasts off at the sound of the second whistle, which they just did. The lead jammer is the first jammer to legally pass the pack And then they're declared with the whistle and the L-shaped arms. The scoring begins when the jammers pass the pack for the second time. So the first time through is just to establish lead jammer, and then the second time is when points start being scored. Blockers play offense and defense simultaneously, blocking the opposing jammer while helping their own jammer through to score points, which you can now see with the fingers held up by the refs. When the first jammer gets through the pack and the second jammer reaches it, the lead jammer will call off the jam by placing her hands on her hips. The lead jammer has called off the jam at this point. And there are a whole number of things that skaters are not allowed to do. Can we have some demonstrations? Skaters are not able to engage a skater more than 20 feet in front of or behind the pack. Block with elbows, forearms, hands, or head. Intentionally trip another skater, which we will almost demonstrate. Not allowed to hit, push, or block from behind. Hold, grab, scratch, clothesline, or display other poor behaviour. Nor any of these offences a skater may be placed in the penalty box, or if they insist on being bad, they may even be ejected from the game. And the game is about to start, so get your cheering ready for your team. Who's here today for the Libertines?
And can we have some support for the Gold Diggers?
And first up on the jammer line, we have normal teammates for Ballarat, Apocalypse Nerd and Hellfire. And Apocalypse has lead. Nice blocking from Rangri. And both jammers scored 4 points. Oh, and Libertines get lead again. Bonnie struggling to get through that pack. Some nice defence from the Libertines. But she gets through. And here we have some jammer on jammer action. Jammers, of course, can block each other. If a jammer gets knocked off the track before they hit the pack, they cannot get lead jammer. The jammer gets straight through the pack. The Libertines then were stalling for time because their jammer is in the pack and they're trying to delay the game, but they didn't manage it. So we now have a power jam for the Gold Diggers. Oh, and she's sent off for a back block. So now we have the Libertines jammer back on.
So far, the bout scores are pretty level. We have the Gold Diggers on 9 with the Libertines on 8.
This is going to really help the Libertines get ahead. Nice teamwork from the Libertines, helping Nerd get through that pack.
And Gold Digger Jammer is back into the game.
Now the Gold Digger Jammer could not score any points on that pass. When jammers come out of the penalty box, they still have to get through that pack again the first time. So we now have two of our male colleagues up on the jammer line tonight. Big cheer for them.
In a way, this is history in the making.
Let's see how they get through the pack. Oh, nice defense. Rangry gets through for lead. Son of Skating struggled to get through the pack, but he's managed to get through. And Rangry gets full points and calls it off. A lot of these skaters here today have not skated together before, so I don't know, Yogi, have you found that it takes a few jams for them to kind of warm up and get used to each other?
I guess we'll see. So far, everybody is looking pretty fierce on the track tonight.
Points still fairly close. This game's anyone's. It is 16 to the Gold Diggers and 22 to the Libertines. Just slipped straight through the pack to get lead. Nice work, Chicken Dog. And while you're here today, don't forget to buy a raffle ticket or two. A bunch of great prizes are up for grabs, including booze, skate merch, gym memberships, and much more. So get a ticket and don't miss out on your prize. And the two Ballarat teammates up against each other again.
Also like to thank one of our sponsors for tonight, Nutcase. Each team tonight are wearing helmets by Nutcase. If you like the look of the helmets, the gold and the silver, please find out more info about Nutcase and pick up a helmet today.
Libertines putting up some great defence today. Really nice teamwork. And a big cheer for the Gold Diggers, who at the moment are on 16 points. And can Chicken Dog get straight through the pack again like she did last time? Oh, she's struggling. Nice defence from the Gold Diggers.
Both jammers still trying to make their way through the pack.
And Mabel Stark gets lead. Gold Diggers are all over Chicken Dog. Some nice blocking from Trouser Coughs. So this is the third game that has been organised for Chill Out Festival, and some of the money from today's proceedings will be going towards a Chill Out charity.
We mentioned earlier that some of these skaters haven't skated yet before in the same teams. So far it's looking like they're doing pretty well. Everything's pretty fierce and the blockers are doing a great job.
Yeah, there's been some really nice teamwork out there. Libertines are going to try and stall the jam because they have quite a few in the penalty box. And it's worked. They got another blocker on the track. And that strategy totally worked for them. Chicken Dogs got lead. So a minute in the penalty box doesn't seem like a long time, but a jam can only go up to 2 minutes. So a minute can be the difference between no points and 20, 30 points. And Gold Diggers finally clear the pack, but won't be getting any points this jam. Okay, I think Gold Diggers need some help. They've been on 16 points for a while now. Who's here for the Gold Diggers?
And the Libertines, let's hear your support.
And nice to see some dancing on the pivot line. That was a pretty speedy way through the pack for Rangri. But Hate Mail is not far behind.
Both jammers making their way back through the pack.
Gold Diggers trying to get ahead on the points there, but it didn't quite work. This is not what the Gold Diggers want, is it? Just struggling to get lead jammer. But only halfway through the first half, so still plenty of time for the Gold Diggers to come back.
The Gold Diggers jammer has been sent off into the penalty bin.
We're going to see another Libertines power jam. This is not what the Gold Diggers want. Okay, so Libertines are at the back of the pack. They're trying to slow the pack, which makes it easier for their jammer to get through and score points.
If you think you could possibly help out in future bouts to come, why not inquire about fresh meat? If you want to play roller derby, BRDL are taking in new recruits this coming Sunday, Sunday the 18th. At Doug Dean Stadium. Be there at about 6 p.m. Ask at merch desk for more details.
Okay, the Gold Diggers at the front of the pack were called out of play, so they had to go back to the pack. Nice play from the Libertines. And Son of Skating gets lead, but only just. There's no stopping Hellfire. She gets lead. This is just what the Gold Diggers want. And it's 2-2.
So far the scores are Gold Diggers 29, Libertines 45.
Still got 10 minutes to go, the first half.
Does look like the Libertines are leading at the moment, but in Derby anything can happen.
Libertines are really controlling the game in this first half, getting the lead every jam, working together really well.
Score difference not really giving the Gold Diggers
So Libertine are trying to stall the game now because they're ahead in points.
Score difference not really giving the Gold Diggers much of any reason to worry. Start of this jam, one of them dancing on the jam line.
And Tina Sparkles knocks down Son of Skating. Here she goes again.
Asian of Death makes her way through the pack.
But Son of Skating still got lead. Looks like Chicken Dog's going to try and get some points and get through and call it off. And she does.
Just over 5 minutes left of this first half with the Libertines at a 31-point lead.
But the Gold Diggers have Miss Hellfire on the track as jammer. Can she reclaim some of those points? Oh, Libertines are not making it easy.
And Hellfire has made her way through.
And got lead. This is the kind of gameplay that the Gold Diggers need. And she gets some help from her teammates and calls it off. Gold Diggers really fighting out there. There's probably a couple more jams in this half, with just over 2 minutes to go. And Hellfire is through again. This is how the Gold Diggers want to play. Devious Dunny's still struggling to get through the pack.
See you give your support for both teams. Everybody cheer for Miss Libertines. Let's hear your support for the Gold Diggers.
Oh, nice play. Hellfire making sure that the Libertines were not going to get any points. Chicken Dog is not making it easy for Bonnie Crash. Bonnie's still fighting at the front of the pack, trying to get through. And that's it for the first half. Big round of applause for the Libertines, who are in the lead. And for the Gold Diggers.